What is going on, YouTube? PPS back here. It is our YouTube play of the day for Saturday, 13th of August. We did take yesterday off of our play of the day. We did have passed the prop. Went 1-1 on those yesterday. And yeah, ended up winning our last one. Our last one was Valdez, over 18.5 outs recorded. Pretty easy right there. Obviously, he rolled through that game. That sinker is just unbelievable, man. There's not much else you can say about it. Everything was just smashed into the ground, and obviously Valdez was doing what he's supposed to do. He looked fantastic. Curveball was great. Only 5 strikeouts, plus 7 innings. Another quality start and a win. Can't ask for much more from him, and that's why we go with that line instead of the strikeouts there. But yeah, today I'm going to roll with 2 plays, 1 hit parlay. One of them is going to be one of my combos that I love to do. And yeah, not much else to say here. Let's just get right into it. Don't want to make it too long of a video this morning. I'm going to go with this one first. It's going to be a little bit juicier. Next one will be plus money for you guys. But I'll be rolling with Brandon Drury, rolling with Trey Turner. Hit parlay minus 127. And I love the matchups today. We have Anibal Sanchez versus Drury. We have Brad Keller versus Trey Turner. Let's start with Trey Turner here. Trey Turner, obviously, pretty damn good this year. Numbers are, let me just take a look here, are pretty good, but I think Brad Keller's inability to get righties out is just as important here. 309 on the season for Turner, 83 RBIs. That is unbelievable for a guy in the 2-hole in this lineup. But if we look at it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 game hit streak. I believe he had like a 13-game one right before that. So like 20 of his last 21 in this streak. A lot of multi-hit games. Last 3 games have been multi-hit games. And then on this 7 streak of hits, he has 4. 4 of 7 have been multi-hit games. He's obviously seen the ball extremely well. And you get a matchup here in Brad Keller, who can't get righties out. 273, 402 slugging against. But since the All-Star break, he's struggled immensely here. 6.65 ERA allowed, 307 average, 466 slugging. Just not numbers you want to see coming out of All-Star break. Not usually a guy who throws as many innings. I know last couple of years he's been injured, so he's getting up there in innings for himself here at 120. We've seen 13 homers off of him already this year, 65 runs. There's just not too much that I'm worried about for Turner here. Only a 16 or 15% K rate versus righties. He's got a 1.34 whip versus righties. And there's just a lot of things that I would like to see out of him that I'm not, right? You're seeing that him at home too. He is a little bit better, but seeing over a 1.3 whip everywhere he goes is not something you really want to see when you have a team like the Dodgers coming in here. Obviously, Mookie's seeing the ball well. They still got Freddie Freeman behind him, so he's not going to be in that situation to get walked. So Trey has been fantastic. I expect to see another hit today from him. And obviously, Kansas City is bottom 10 in every single bullpen statistical category, besides innings pitched. And let's go to Brandon Drury, guys. Brandon Drury has been great since coming on over. He has 5 hits in his last 9 ABs, his last 2 games here. And, I mean, we're facing Anibal Sanchez. I mean, what else do you want to hear from me? Anibal Sanchez on the bump at home has a 8.4 ERA, and he's given up a 4.54 batting average to right-handed batters this year. 7.65 ERA in the second half, 300 batting average. Just not much to really like here. And Brandon Drury seeing the ball much better here. Obviously, you expected him to kind of have that little bit of a lull coming on over. Obviously, had the grand slam in the first game, but he's starting to get back on track. Like I said, 5 hits in his last 9 ABs in his last 2 games. 2 homers in those 2 games. And I think this is a really nice spot for him because you just face the Dodgers. You face some big-time arms. You go to the San Francisco Giants. You face some pretty good arms. Now you're going to Washington, right? You face Abbott yesterday. You're facing Anibal Sanchez. You're facing a bad bullpen. This should be a pretty interesting spot for Drury. I think he finds a way to get it done here and cashes it on this ticket because I love the Trey Turner line. And I love Drury here. I think this is a really good spot and good odds for two guys that are seeing the ball extremely well here. Sorry, guys. A little bit early in the morning. I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit. Don't know why, but we're going to grind through it. Let's go to play number 2. Plus money here. Yes, you could roll DeGrom 8Ks out there. If you roll DeGrom 8Ks, it's like minus 330. I think 9 is definitely worth the minus 170. Adding it with Machado gives me plus money. I think that's a great odds, great spot here. Let's start with DeGrom. DeGrom 12 Ks through 5 2/3 last game. 76 pitches. 76 pitches to get 12 Ks against the Braves. The dude's absolutely electric in that, and we should see about 80 to 85, I would assume. First outing against the Nationals, he went 5 innings, had 6 strikeouts, and only 58 pitches. Obviously, he's going right at these dudes. You're going up against Aaron Nola as well. I love the matchups with aces. I think that prefers the pitchers, obviously wanting to go back and forth with a guy of their caliber. So I really, really like DeGrom today. A couple of numbers I thought were kind of funny here is DeGrom has a 40% usage of his slider right now. Right now, that slider has a 71% whiff rate through those 2 starts and a 50% put away pitch. That is just not even right, guys. That's 90. First off, throwing a slider 93.2 miles an hour is just disgusting in itself, but 71% whiff is unreal, dude. You don't see numbers like that, and obviously the Phillies have a ton of swing and miss in this lineup. I would expect to see Hoskins, Castellanos, Real Muto, and Schwarber to fall at least once first DeGrom today, and I think if we get him through 6 innings, this is a pretty nice, easy money spot. Going over to Machado, obviously just talked about Anibal Sanchez being terrible against right-handed bats, and now you're going up against Manny Machado. 4-game hit streak. In that hit streak, the last 3 games have been multi-hit games. And the last 2 have been multi-double games, right? He's been fantastic. 313 in the month of August, 942 OPS. He's been great this month, obviously getting a huge addition in front of him and behind him with Bell behind and Soto in front. Definitely going to make things a little bit easier for you and getting more pitches to hit. So I love Manny Machado to come through again today for us and cash this ticket because DeGrom is going to mow these dudes down. So thank you guys for tuning in. You guys are the best. I might have a play out tomorrow for play of the day, but if you're over here, smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And yeah, thank you guys for stopping by, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow or Monday for Pass the Prop. Thank you guys. Have a good one. Peace.